Hi, I'm Jen. I'm a homeschool mom of 3 and also a second generation homeschooler. And if you were going to hashtag my homeschool style, you might say hashtag Charlotte Mason Education, or hashtag adventure homeschool family, or hashtag excessive hands-on learning. I may have also been accused of being a part-time unschooler, but I digress. This is my daughter, R.E.A.D. And how old are you, R.E.A.D?
7.
7. And what is your favorite thing to do?
Look at some books, catch some butterflies, looking at some butterflies and see some frogs.
Oh, frogs. And what is your favorite thing to do in school? Do you like reading or writing or math? Or
Math.
Math. She likes math. So my daughter R.E.A.D is what I would categorize as a reluctant reader. She has some auditory processing challenges, and she really didn't even start talking until she was about 4. So I knew what I picked for my grade 1 reading language arts program was going to be super vital for laying a positive foundation on something that was already going to be an uphill climb for her. What I was looking for was something that was visually stimulating, something that was really consistent in its format, and just like a gentle approach. I wanted a very gentle, repetitive, mastery style approach to reading, and this curriculum had it all. I absolutely, it just met all of my criteria, and I was not disappointed. And we took it cover to cover, and my daughter is reading. So let's peek inside of Read, Ready, Eager, Able, and Determined by Kindergarten Mom. Came with these alphabet cards. This was your pre-assessment. If your kid can engage with these, they are ready for this program. It also gave you a layout, a curriculum overview. You have your first 4 weeks, which are all word families, and your 5th week is always going to be introducing 4 blends, and then a review of all the words that you've just learned. It's 36 weeks, and then they also have your daily schedule. It lays it out so simply. It's totally open and go. There's daily warm-ups that they have set out for you, and then each day there's 5 worksheets. Day 1 you have your cover, introducing your words, helping you blend them, a little bit of copy work, a poster to color. These you can cut out and have as flashcards. Then on your second day, it's more read and review. They introduce your concepts for grammar for the week, and also sight words to work on for the week. Then day 3, it's more reading review, building words, just some fun worksheets, some coloring, and this is a fun maze they do to work on their sight words. And day 4, you get a writing activity all about me, a little book to put together, some cut and paste, more grammar work, and sight word work. Then on your review week, you get 4 blends that you're going to learn, the activities that go with those blends, and then you end up with these little guided draw cards and sequencing, cut and paste, which are usually like science concepts. And these are really great. I actually saved all these and laminated them, and my preschooler uses them all the time. They're just a really handy resource to have around. This is the end of your blends week, some cut and paste, your bingo cards that you get on that week as your review, and then your pages. was totally complete. We didn't get bored of it. Just a really gentle approach to reading. So how I customize this program for my real visual hands-on learner is I would take my cover page, I'd put it on the front of a vanilla envelope each week, and then I would get my grammar pages and I'd get them all laid out and prepped as if they were going to go into your work notebook, and I just put them in here, and I have this little pocket that I could pop our book, reading book for the week, and our cut and paste. We didn't actually paste them, we just reused them. And I also, whatever else came, this was Magic E, our magic wand, and I would pop all of the little flashcards that you get each week with your sight words and your word family words. It was all together, it was super organized. It would take me a little bit of time on Sunday night to prep this, but it just made everything so smooth on, you know, in the moments that we were sitting at the table working together. Here's the bingo cards that it comes with. You get 4 plus the word bank, and I would take one of the bingo cards and I would cut all of these little shapes or all of these little individuals out, and I put them on a clothes peg and do an extra word bank, and then I would have these little awesome little manipulatives which we used for so many things. I used them for my son, we use them for spelling words, we use them just for a little filler activity, and my daughter would get to play teacher. She would read from the word bank, and everyone would have chocolate chips and they'd fill them in the bingo cards. So these were a huge hit. The kids really enjoyed them.
I'm just eating. Yeah, just eating.
I'll use it with my other kids, my younger kids, and then they're also, Kindergarten Mom has come out with a grade 2 curriculum, and we've already purchased it, and I'm getting it all organized, and we're going to continue on. So it's a 4-day-a-week program, and I think it would probably average out that it took us about 15 minutes a day. Once my lesson prep was done, which I do on Sunday nights after the kids go to bed, I didn't feel like this program took a whole lot of my energy to teach, because there's 5 worksheets a day, and 4 days, there's 20 worksheets a week, and they're the same 20 worksheets, they just change the word family. So the one week you're doing and then you're doing and then you're doing ed, but the format and the layout of the worksheet stays the same week to week, which is really helpful, because after the first 2 weeks I could just lay a worksheet down for her and she knew exactly what to do. I didn't have to give her instruction on how to complete the task. I would just sit at the table, because I'd be there with my son who was doing his thing and my daughter who was doing her preschool, and just like keeping them busy because they all just wanted to be together and all be taught at the same time, which we love. But this program gave me the freedom to sit there and kind of just keep half an eye on what was going on over here and just direct where she needed it, but still be able to give my attention to my other children as well. We're a really hands-on homeschool, so I'm always coming up with extra stuff. But with this program, you totally don't have to. It's so complete. And I would say you probably want like a Ziploc bag to put your little word flashcards in each week, because you get a set of flashcards each week. So maybe like a Ziploc to put those in if you want to hold on to them. They do have their warm-ups, and so like if you want to reuse it instead of printing another one every day, just put it in like a plastic page sleeve and have a dry erase marker. That would be really worthwhile and not that much extra. And then they have their interactive notebook, which goes along with the grammar worksheets. So if you wanted to like and they're like flip-flappy, and they're kind of like, they're fun for the kids to assemble. So they do recommend either having the Malamine file folders if you're going to do lap books, or if you just want to have a notebook that you're going to put all that stuff in. So they have just a visual representation of all the stuff they did grammar-wise through this program. I really believe that this program is going to be excellent for anyone who is approaching it maybe a little bit or approaching learning to read a little bit reluctantly, or those who have dyslexia or dysgraphia or processing, those kids who just need the miles, like they're gonna learn. You just have to give them really high quality miles of processing words and decoding words and breaking words down and memorization of this is the process of reading, and let's give it to you really gently, repetitively. This is a great program. There's a really simple pre-assessment that you can do to see if your child is ready to jump into this program, and it's as simple as the alphabet pages that you get with the PDF. If your kid can engage with those, they can do this program. They know their sounds and their letters, they can do this program. Learning styles. Auditory is easy to cover, but it does. Visually, awesome. If you have a visual learner, killing it. And kinesthetic, it's always a little bit tricky. If you have a kinesthetic learner, you know that you just always have to be adding a little bit. And I would say that it was very engaging as far as like making the lap books and the flip flappies for all the grammar and stuff like that, and actually physically building the words. It was quite hands-on engaging. It just took me as a parent who knew that my daughter needed to engage with her fine motor, because that is where she's strong. I wouldn't say she's a kinesthetic learner, but she engages that way because it's one of her strengths. So I want to give it to her in her learning experience. And it was really easy to engage that way with this program. It just seamlessly kind of went together, and I was able to manipulate what I was given to make it happen. So I would say it's great for all learning styles. There's no belief system attached to it. This isn't Christian or secular. It's just totally neutral. You're just learning to read, and the stories are, you can't make anything that like profound in any direction when all of your words only have 3 letters. So super neutral. Don't worry if you're Christian or secular or whatever. This is good. Blending ages. I don't know about blending ages. I mean, I did it with my oldest, and because there was the bingo game that we were able to blend that way, we were able to kind of bring them in a little bit. But all my kids are younger, so like you're not blending learning. Like learning is just life, and I don't know. If this was your youngest child, it would definitely be a program that like my daughter, who is 3 years older than my youngest daughter, she will be, when the time comes, I will definitely have her coming in, and it's just laid out and it's so organized, and she's done it herself now. She will be able to help her little sister with it. So I would say in that way, I can see that I believe I will be able to blend ages with this as long as our time and relationships allow. Was it fun? It was fun. I absolutely, like, I was never like, oh, are we still doing this program? Like, I didn't want to switch out. I didn't get bored of it as the teacher. And my daughter, even though this is not her favorite subject, there were elements where she was like, I could see there was worksheets that she really enjoyed, and there was activities that she really enjoyed. And so, yeah, I think as far as like learning to read for somebody who is a struggling reader, it was fun. I feel like it was as fun as it was going to be. Like, come on, moms, it's not always fun to teach a kid to read. It's a lot of work. That's why we hire that out. My favorite thing about this program, it was so gentle and it was so consistent. So by the time she kind of figured out what the worksheets were expecting of her, she could do it. She was never taken off guard. There was a lot of security. When we did this program, I could just lay it in front of her and she could just do it, and she didn't get like, oh, what do I do now? And like, it wasn't like this element of uncertainty that was added on top of the I'm learning something that's hard to learn. She just knew what to do and did it. So she knew what I expected of her and what the worksheets expected of her. And that was my favorite thing, because it was just like one battle I didn't have to even think about fighting. R.E.A.D's favorite thing was the bingo cards, because I let them do chocolate chip bingo. And she also loved being the teacher, because it comes with 4 of the bingo cards and then like the word bank, And I would give her the word bank, and she could be the teacher, and her brother and sister would be like, "R.E.A.D is the teacher today," and I could go and like throw on a load of laundry or drink another cup of coffee, and they could have their little time where mommy was actually completely hands off, and they got to own their education. So R.E.A.D really loved that. I also really loved that, but R.E.A.D really loved that, and so did her brother and sister. Just the first page, okay?
This one?
Okay. Let's do it. It's videoing this time, okay?
Call me. Call me. What? And call me when you get at this all said Grandma. Call me when you can get all the out to the all said Dad.